Mark, one of the things the Whitecaps do have on their side is youth and speed, and no one embodies that more than Kekuta Manneh. Love the piece you did for us at theprovince.com about Manneh, comparing him to other fast players around the league. He kind of bristled about that, didn't he? He likes to think of himself as being something special.
Yeah, that was my interpretation. I mean, a lot of people mention him in the same breath as Fabian Castillo in Dallas. He's a wonderful player, 3 years older than Kekuta, so I think, you know, in terms of their career arc, Kekuta will be ahead of him in 3 years. But he didn't sort of, he laughed it off, and then he almost took offense to it. So I agree. I think he wants to be, he thinks he can be the best player in this league. I think, and he's got very, very big aspirations. And I couldn't help, when you watch Man City play and you watch Raheem Sterling play.
Oh, come on, don't bring up Sterling.
You can't escape, I think, picturing Kekuta Manneh one day playing in a top league. The sky's the limit for this guy. It's really up to him. You hear the coaches, you hear his teammates talk about it. I think it's very true. He can go as far as he wants to go. It's going to be down to his attitude, down to the way he trains and focuses, and I think we've seen improvements in that regard this year.
Well, he's certainly a demon when it comes to speed and athleticism, but when you look at players like that, even with Sterling, the criticism will often be the end product. We've seen a little better finishing from him this year. We've actually seen some spectacular finishing in the past, but it's been spotty. Is that something you see that's improving, or is it something he still has to really work on?
No, I think I love that goal he scored against LA to start this run. He's got 5 goals, 3 assists in his last 10, 11 games here. It all started with the first 10, 15 minutes of that LA game, going at Omar Gonzalez, arguably the best center back in this league, once, twice, 3 times, figured it out, scored. And since then, starting in that game, I think he's looked more confident, more decisive in the box. He's making up his mind before he gets the ball. He knows what he wants to do when he's attacking guys 1v1. I think that's all showing. This is the most confident and the most consistent we've seen him play as a Whitecap.
Yeah, even though he's still young, it looks like he wants more responsibility. He wants to be the finisher that puts games away. So, you know, we'll see on the weekend whether he carries that off against Dallas. Do you see a goal in his boots for this game?
Yeah, I think the run he's on. And the other thing I liked about him, Kansas City scores 2 goals, and the one that bugged him at the end of the game, he wasn't talking about the 2 he scored. They lose the game, and he's talking about the breakaway he missed that could have made it 3-1 at that time. So I think that's another good sign in his maturity. And yeah, the form he's on right now, I'd say you'd bet on a goal against Dallas rather than not.
Well, this stretch run against the big teams down the road is going to tell us a lot about a lot of those Whitecaps young players.